Handheld gaming systems are having a moment. While people have been gaming on the go since the halcyon days of the Game Boy, recent years have brought an avalanche of devices that let you play all sorts of games anywhere you want. Today, we're diving into the best handheld gaming consoles you can buy right now. Whether you're into AAA titles, retro classics, or indie gems, there's a perfect pick waiting for you. From powerful portable PCs to budget-friendly gaming companions, we've rounded up the top devices that blend portability with performance. All the links to these consoles are in the description below, so stick around. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling us which console you'd take on your next adventure. Let's get started. Number 5. PlayStation Portal. The PlayStation Portal is a brilliant companion device for the PlayStation 5. It enables PS5 owners to access their games remotely by streaming them over Wi-Fi or a tethered mobile connection, beautifully translating big-screen games on its small and portable screen. What makes the Portal really shine is its slick design and varied feature set. This is effectively a PS5 DualSense controller with an 8-inch LCD screen squeezing into the middle, it maintaining the ergonomics, design, and features of the controller, sitting in your hands very comfortably, and is easy to use if you're used to the layout. I'm also a huge fan of the excellent haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. The screen is punchy and vibrant, while the speakers are more than enough for most games. The downsides here are very minor, and only extend to an irksome lack of Bluetooth support and the very slow battery charging speed. While it's not a handheld console by way of playing games natively or streaming from the cloud, it superbly serves a very specific niche, which is to provide PS5 players with another way to play their PS5 remotely. I've especially enjoyed my time playing PlayStation exclusives like The Last of Us Part 2 and Spider-Man 2 away from my TV, but have also spent plenty of time with A Plague Tale, Requiem, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Star Wars Jedi: Survivor. Number 4. Super Pocket. The Super Pocket performs impressively well while playing older titles, which makes it our top pick if you want a handheld console for playing retro games. There are currently 4 versions of the handheld console on the market: the green and black Taito edition, the yellow and blue Capcom edition, the blue and white Technos edition, and the red and black Atari edition. All versions include a unique built-in library of titles, focusing specifically on popular games from their respective publishers. I absolutely adore Space Invaders and Bubble Bobble from the Taito edition in particular, but also have a big soft spot for Street Fighter II, Hyper Fighting, Final Fight, and the original Mega Man on the Capcom edition. As for the other 2 models, River City Ransom on the Technos edition remains an absolute banger, while I have enjoyed my time with arcade classics like Asteroids and Centipede on the Atari version. I have played all of the games across each library during my testing, and have been hugely pleased with the smooth performance given the cheap price and small form factor. The 320x 240 pixels IPS screen is certainly going to pale in comparison to the far more premium displays found on other systems on this list, like the Nintendo Switch OLED's much higher resolution 720 pixels display. But it's balanced out thanks to its 2.8, approximately 7 cm size. On the whole, games look fantastic and boast deep colors. There are even some decent display options such CRT scanline filters and aspect ratios that allow you to further tweak their look to your liking in the software. Easily one of the most desirable features of the Super Pocket, however, is the Evercade cartridge slot. This grants Super Pocket owners access to a growing library of affordable Evercade cartridges that can pack everything from classic Namco arcade games to modern indie titles like Micro Mages and Foxyland. Number 3. Steam Deck OLED. A powerful, portable gaming PC that can fit in your pocket is certainly an attractive proposition. While it can't really fit in your pocket thanks to its absolutely gigantic size, the Steam Deck OLED does offer all of the power of a respectable gaming laptop in a much smaller package. It's available directly through Valve's Steam client, and, regardless of the version you go for, can run most Steam Deck verified titles like Cyberpunk 2077 and Apex Legends smoothly. That said, I have found that certain recent titles do run badly, such as Deathloop. This isn't a deal breaker, but is worth bearing in mind as you stack the Steam Deck OLED up against the competition. Because this device is powered by a modified version of the Linux operating system, Not every game from your Steam library will work either. That's not to say that there is a good chance that a sizable chunk of titles you already own will be compatible straight out of the box. One of the other issues with Valve's handheld that was revealed in my testing was the fact that its battery life can really struggle with more intensive games. I found that something like God of War really pushed the system to its limit, lasting for just about 2 hours on standard settings while not plugged in. Given just how well many of the most demanding titles look and run on this device though, this is a trade-off that I think is well worth making. Number 2. Nintendo Switch Lite. With its affordable asking price, the Nintendo Switch Lite is our top pick for those who are shopping on a budget. Its smaller form factor is perfect for portable play, as it can be quickly shoved into a rucksack or even a large pocket when you're on the move. There are also a range of attractive bright colors to choose from, including blue, pink, purple, gray, and yellow. The design is constructed out of a thick plastic and, in our testing, proved more durable than the original Nintendo Switch model, which is ideal if you're prone to dropping or scratching your systems. I took a Nintendo Switch Lite with me to the office every day in a small case in my rucksack, and it looked practically good as new after about a year of ownership. Furthermore, the fact that the controllers are permanently attached to the system has the added benefit that they are impossible to lose while out and about. You're getting a slightly smaller screen here, but it runs at the same 720 pixels resolution as the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch OLED, so there is no performance or visual downgrade. If anything, I think that the smaller size can help the image look a little sharper, but most will likely not notice this. So far, I've particularly enjoyed diving into retro fighting games like Ultra Street Fighter 2, The Final Challengers, and Darkstalkers plus Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo from the excellent Capcom Fighting Collection, which lend themselves well to bursts of portable play. The one limitation of the Nintendo Switch Lite, however, is its complete inability to dock and play games on a TV when you're at home, so definitely bear this in mind before you buy. Number 1. Nintendo Switch 2. The Nintendo Switch 2 offers a suite of significant upgrades compared to the original Nintendo Switch. With support for 4000 and 1440 pixels resolution output in its docked mode, or 1080 pixels at up to 120 Hz in handheld mode, Nintendo games have never looked better. Its 7.9-inch screen is spacious and, although it is only an LCD panel, impressively bright and vivid. It also boasts the upgraded Joy-Con 2 controllers, which are larger and more comfortable than the ones on its predecessor. Innovative new features like the Joy-Con 2 mouse mode also introduce exciting, novel ways to interact with games and are the perfect fit for the likes of Sid Meier's Civilization. 7. In addition to a growing library of fantastic Nintendo Switch 2 exclusives, such as Mario Kart World, the system has brilliant backwards compatibility. Certain titles like The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom benefit from paid Nintendo Switch 2 edition upgrades that increase the frame rate, while others are naturally improved by the upgraded specs. Expect shorter loading times and more stable frame rates in games like Bayonetta 3, which really struggled on the original Switch. Nintendo claims that it lasts between 2 and 6.5 hours, though in my testing I have never been able to achieve that latter figure. I often find it running out of juice in about 2.5 hours, which has been a problem when I've tried to use it on long journeys. And that wraps up our list of the best handheld gaming consoles you can grab right now. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more awesome tech reviews, and drop a comment below. Which handheld console is your all-time favorite? Thanks for watching, and as always, game on wherever you go.